All right, let's see how you did. Now, you probably noticed there were some things you didn't need. Again, didn't need to know that 200 dash. And you did need to know, though, the 2432 and also the 2275. Now, what some of you missed and some of you added it. We didn't need to add this time because we wanted to know how many seconds faster is he running this season. So that's where some of you messed up. You were adding. Easy mistake, it happens. You get used to one thing. Not everybody's perfect like Mr. Wilkes. It's okay. But some of you are perfect, of course. Well, you're all perfect. All right, let's take a look at some ways we can solve that. So, first way, we had the 22 holes, or 24 holes, and we had to take away 22.75. So we could take away 1 because we knew we had to borrow from that 32. So we had to borrow, drawing it with the hundreds. This does show quite a bit. I mean, 24 holes, we borrowed to make it smaller, and then we came out with the 1 hole, so it was 1 second and so many hundredths of a second. But let's take a look at one that actually shows it a little bit easier. So the base 10 blocks, same thing. So we start from the right and we work to the left, right to left. Well, we know if we have 4, we're not going to be able to take away from 2. So we had to take away 10 there, add them there. Then we were able to take away those 4. Same thing here. If we had the 2 only and we had to take away, we had 2 left, we had to take away 7. We had to borrow from the 10 side to bring those over. Borrow again, that left us with 5. And then here, again, we had to borrow again. So we had to borrow quite a few times. And if you're drawing that model, it gets quite tedious. Now, the way that I would recommend you do this one is drawing it on a numbers chart. And it went away. Goodness. It went away. It went away. Let me just pull it up one other way really quick. Yeah, my memory's full. Whoop-dee. All right, let's take a look at it. All right, so we had the 2 just right here. So we could subtract it this way. So when we were here, 5 away from 2 we can't do. So we had to borrow from the other one. That made more sense then, because then, oh my goodness. The 2 minus the 7 we can't do. So we had to borrow from over there, made that a 3. Then it was 12 minus 7. That's going to be the easiest way for me to make it show that we had 1.57 or 1 and 57 hundredths. That's going to be the easiest for me. So you got to do the one that works the best for you. Let's take a look at our homework now. And love that. Just love that. Love that. And here we have Mr. Zaya. All right. So use the graph to solve each problem. Record your thinking. So you are going to, I know this is crazy, use this graph right here. Isn't that cool? Your answers are going to be found there. How much farther is the distance from Uranus to Neptune than the distance from Jupiter to Saturn? So we've got a couple of parts here. First, we need to know Uranus to Neptune. So let's go ahead and find Uranus to Neptune. Oh, right here. And we can see that that's 10.9. So I'm going to take that 10.9 from Uranus to Neptune, 10.9. And how much further is the distance from Uranus to Neptune than the distance from Jupiter to Saturn? So Jupiter to Saturn, that's going to be right here. And that is 4.3. So I'm going to take that, and that was red, 4.3. And what do you think I'm going to do? Am I going to add or subtract that? Oh, sorry, I asked a question. Shout it out for me, please. Are you going to add or subtract? Yes, you are going to subtract, as I already drew that for you. So there we can pretend we have the chart there so that we don't mix up where any of those numbers go. Well, 9 minus 3 is 6. 10 minus 4 is 6. No, we have to borrow, don't we? Makes that 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. So that would be 6 and 6/10 is the distance. Okay, so good luck with the rest. You've got both sides to do. Make sure you upload to the OneDrive, and of course, make sure you click submit. Good luck.